Before any sales call, there's always the same problem. You know who you're meeting, but you don't really know who they are. So you end up scrambling, checking LinkedIn, Googling the company, opening notes, all right before the call starts. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a sales prep AI agent that does all of that for you automatically. It looks at your calendar, finds the external people you're meeting with, pulls in useful background contacts, and sends you a clean summary before the call via Slack. So you show up prepared, confident, and focused. I'm going to show you the whole process step by step, so regardless of your background, you'll be able to build this with me. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to build this using Zapier. If you don't have a Zapier account, go ahead and click on the link in the description. You can sign up for a free account. Once you sign up for a free account and log into your account, you can come right here. It says start from scratch. There's Zap, agent, table, form, chatbot. We're going to actually focus on agent because obviously we're going to build the AI agent here. So I'm going to click on agent here. And if this is your first time, usually it might open up and give you kind of like a little tour. So feel free to script that, or if you want to take a look at it, you can go ahead and check it out. So these are the different templates that are available, but what we're going to do is start from scratch. So I'm just going to click on create a custom agent. So that way you can just follow me along and build this thing out step by step. So I'm going to click on start from scratch. So what this is going to do is this is going to open up a brand new AI agent. There you go. So what we need to do is, first thing, I always like to name my agents because that way we can keep track of things a lot easier. So I'm just going to go ahead on top here and we're going to do sales prep agent, something like that. Whoops. All right. And then the first thing is always obviously a trigger. This is essentially where your automation will start. So if you click on the plus button, there are multiple different integrations that Zapier has. But what I'm going to do is actually, I'm just going to say schedule by Zapier, right? So this is where you can basically check every day. Obviously, if you have meetings on a daily basis, it makes sense to have at a particular time every day, or if you could do it every hour, or if you want to have your own custom frequency, you can most certainly do that as well. I'm just going to do every day for now. And it asks you for the time of the day. So I'm just going to select, let's say at 8 a.m., right? There you go. So now I'm going to click on add trigger. So once you click on add trigger, there you go. So now the trigger is taken care of. So this part right here, instructions to follow, this is essentially where you give your agent the prompt for its system, like a system prompt or instruction to tell it what to do and what type of tools to use. Obviously, the better your instructions are, the better your AI agent is going to perform. So it's very important for you to make sure that you are doing a good job of providing the instructions properly and including the tools when to call them. But I'm going to, of course, walk you through. All right, so let me go ahead and type the instructions here, and then I'm going to come back and show you exactly what I wrote so that way you can just write it down as well. All right, so I wrote something very simple. I said, look at all of my calendar events for today, find all the external participants, people who have different email address domain than mine, and do a web research for each of those email addresses, summarize who these people are, where they work, what title they have, how long they've been in that role, and information on past roles and anything else you deem relevant, and send me a message in Slack. So that's kind of like an overall message that, the overall instruction that we're giving our agent here. And then also another thing is I'm also going to identify exactly what type of message or what type of information and the format it should send me on Slack. So let me go ahead and type that out. Okay, so I said send a direct Slack message for each meeting with external participants, skip meetings with only internal participants, and tell me the name of the meeting, time of the meeting, name and relevant information of each external participant formatted in their own line. Now what we're doing here again is we're identifying further the format of the message that it should send us, right? So therefore, now let's go ahead and obviously this is kind of the main instructions. We need to now add our tools. First of all, here we're saying look at my calendar events for today. Now we need to add an Google Calendar tool here, so that way this agent can access our calendar events. And then also, of course, we need to have our Slack integration or our Slack tool added in here as well, so that way it can incorporate those tools in there as well. Now, a great way to add tools inside Slack is you can click on Add Tools here. And obviously Zapier has thousands of tools, integration with tools that you can interact with. So obviously we're going to select our Google Calendar. So Google Calendar is one of the most common ones. So that's why it's on top here, but you can always search everything here. So I'm just going to click on Google Calendar here. Okay. So here inside the Google Calendar, there are different actions we can take, or there are different integration that it has. So what we're going to look for is we're going to look for find calendar or find events, right? Oh, there you go. Yep. We're going to do find events here. So I'm going to click on find events, and this is going to automatically add this right there. But we can configure this. So it says, look at my calendar events for, actually that added it in the wrong spot because I had it. Let me actually get rid of this. It should have added, there you go, right after today, right? By the way it adds that particular tool in that part of the instruction is because my cursor was right there, right? So if you have it here, it's going to add that there. Let me actually get rid of this because apparently I had added it there too. There you go. Okay. So now we're good to go here. Let's go ahead and click on this gear icon. So now this is going to open up where we can further now edit and make this even more specific to what we need. Of course, if this is your first time, what it's going to do is it will automatically pull up this where you can connect a new account. It's going to do a pop-up. You just basically select your email, your Gmail, and allow Zapier to basically use your Google Calendar there. So afterwards, your calendar should be attached here. Everything else I'm going to leave the same. The only thing I'm going to change is in this one, it says calendar. Let agent select the value for this field. Except this one, I'm going to do is set a specific value for this field because I'm going to choose my calendar, right? Because let's say that email is associated with multiple calendars. This is where you want to choose your correct calendar. So I'm just going to click select my personal calendar here, and I'm going to click on save. Now I'm good to go here. There you go. On the bottom, as you can see, the tool got added. So that's the first tool that we wanted to add. The second tool we want to add is our Slack message, right? So what we need to do is I'm just going to click right here. So I'm just going to do let's just go ahead and put our cursor there, and it can add our select tool here. So I'm just going to click on add tool here. This time I'm going to go ahead and select our Slack. So if I scroll down, it's right here, but you can always search for it as well there. So I'm going to click on Slack here. So this time I'm going to do, so because we need to send ourselves a message, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and click send direct message. I'm going to choose this because this is exactly what we're looking for, right? Send a direct message. So I can even actually get rid of this part right here because it already says that. Send a Slack message here. Actually, I don't even need to have this send in here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I can just get rid of this. There you go. Oops. There you go. Perfect. So now we have sent a direct message for each meeting with external participants. So now we added our Slack right here because this is where we need to call the Slack tool. So if it's, again, same thing, if it's your first time, so if I go right here, the way to add this, you literally click new account, create new account. It's going to pull a pop-up. And if you're logged into your Slack, it's just going to ask you to allow permission. You just allow, and it will automatically connect your Slack to our Zapier. In this particular one, you can either select a channel that you want to send a message to, or if you have Zapier installed on your Slack, you can just basically leave everything as it is, like let agent select the value for this field, and it will automatically send that message. And I'm going to show you a quick demo of that. So once you have this selected, I'm just going to click on save. Now we're good to go. I mean, you can see this is a very simple AI agent, but it's very powerful and useful because it has access to internet. So as you can see right here, default tools, visit site and web search. That tool is already default, and we added our Google Calendar and our Slack message. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the demo of this. So I'm going to go ahead and create a dummy meeting here. So I'm just going to go to my Google Calendar. All right. So I'm going to do at 6 p.m. today, I'm going to do a meeting with Chase. Chase is one of my team members at my AI workshop community. So I'm just going to add guest. I'm just going to look for Chase. Whoops. Oh my God, I can't type. There you go. Chase Aldridge right there. So I'm going to actually cancel this. Actually. Okay, and then now I think we're good to go, 6 p.m. So I'm gonna click on save. I'm not gonna send this because otherwise Chase is gonna get a meeting for no reason. All right, so now this is, pretend like this is the meeting you have with the client and his name is Chase or whatever it may be. Now, I don't know anything about this person, let's say, right? So I have this meeting that's set up already on my calendar. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run that AI agent and I should receive a Slack message. So let me open Slack as well. Okay, so this is my Slack right now. So now let's go ahead. As you can see, I don't have anything there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go back to my, the sales prep agent here. So now that everything is set up here, you can publish this. But before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on agent preview. So this is where we can actually test our agent before we publish it and make it go live. So that way we know exactly that the behavior is working as we expected here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on test agent here. So this is going to go ahead and testing agent sales prep agent. This is going to go ahead and based on the instructions and the tools that we have added, it's going to test everything to make sure that it's working. There you go. So it's checking the trigger and it says sales prep. I'll help you find all your calendar events for today. Identify external participants, blah. There you go. Perfect. As you can see right here, the Google Calendar found one calendar event today with Chase Aldridge, right? So now it's going to go ahead and search the internet and grab all of the information. So web browsing complete. It's going to find all of the information about Chase. Sorry, Chase, if you're watching. So this is going to now get all of that information about him and it's going to send me a direct Slack message. So there you go. Perfect. Now I have comprehensive information about Chase Aldridge. Let me send you a quick Slack message. So I'm going to click on approve. So now this is going to send me a direct message. There you go. So it looks like the behavior is working exactly as it should. There you go. As you can see right here, I have my, all of the information here, where Chase went to school, what does he do now, all of that information, right? So if I now open my Slack, there you go. Now the Zapier. By the way, if you haven't installed Zapier app on your Slack, you can quickly add it. And if you click on it, there you go. Perfect. Now I have all of this information. By the way, this previous one is from the other day I was testing this, but it's the same thing. So this is all of the information about the meeting, right? The meeting is at 6 p.m. today to 7 p.m. External participants, Chase, current role, provides the background, the education, the research experience, publications, previous roles, everything else you need as far as that information before going into meetings. So this agent is perfectly working exactly as the instruction that we provided. Of course, if you want to add additional information or if you want to change instructions here, you can feel free to do that. And then once everything is good to go, you can just publish this and now your agent will be live. So every day it will take a look at 8 a.m. It's going to check your calendar. It's going to provide all of the information for you about your meeting. So in the nice app here or in the nice Slack message there, so that way you're ready to go. Because if you're scrambling, sometimes like you don't know, which information is relevant to who. So now you can go to your Zapier and check out all of that information before going to the meeting. Of course, like I mentioned before, if you want this to be sent to a particular channel, you can select that right away from here, a specific channel, and all of that information will be sent there. So anyways, hopefully you found that helpful. Again, make sure you comment if you need me to do any additional agents. I'm planning to do more tutorials on Zapier, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And of course, check out the community if you are interested in learning how to monetize these AI agents and get your customer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.